What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, and welcome to Hillside Live. I'm Bree Molitor. And
I am Matthew Holt.
And we are ready for a full day of racing here. We are at Rush Off-Road Park in Rush, Kentucky this weekend. This is the NRRA race number 7 already for the season, presented by SuperGrip ATV tires this weekend. So huge shout out and thank you to them and all of our sponsors, as always, for helping us do all the things that we do. Matt, we've got a full lineup today, as usual. You want to tell them about our classes that we're going to be running today?
So today we have the UTV stock class. We have the UTV Cup series, which is more of a modified type vehicle. We also have VIN class racing with us, which is comparable to a stock vehicle. You would see a Cherokee. We have a full-size Chevy that runs with us, so I always cheer on. Again, those guys will all be racing today. Tomorrow we have Big Rock Bouncers in our youth class, which is always a great time, plus our Bounty series. 21 bouncers, I think, pre-registered, 22, something like that. We have a few more late entries, I'm sure. But, again, I've seen a few of those guys out walking the course. We have some interesting things planned for tomorrow. You guys are definitely going to want to stay tuned.
We've got a couple drivers changing it up a little bit with having some stunt drivers fill in for them. I know Wyatt is racing for Casey Powell today.
Yep.
And DC Thompson is driving for Justin Wills tomorrow.
Okay.
For the bouncer class.
Okay.
This is word on the street, anyway.
Yes.
Shall be confirmed.
Yes.
At some point. We're all going to find out together. I see a bunch of people already tuning in with us. Make sure you guys are watching on Rock Racing TV, that Facebook page, to make sure that we can see your comments and answer your questions and interact with you guys. That's the fun part about being live here for the races. There's a great shot of our spectator and staging area, pit areas, all of it happening here at Rush Off-Road Park in Rush, Kentucky.
Great shot of the food trucks there. I can see some of our VIN class.
Of course, that's what Matt zeroed in on.
Oh, yeah, heck yeah. Priorities, bro. Everybody's got to eat. You can see some of our VIN class there, the WT.
The WT.
WT. Then we got Don Curtis's blue full-size Chevy. What's up, Sean Keller?
We're going to start things off with our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class today. And then we will have our VIN class and then the RCV Axle Unlimited UTV class. A pretty nice group of spectators out here for a Friday.
Yes.
Glad everyone could
a pretty warm Friday.
Get off of work and come hang out, play, and watch the show with us. Everybody that is watching at home, let us know where you're tuning in from. I see Sean watching from Oregon. I know Haley Hoback will be here later this evening with Clara. Clara, of course, racing in our youth class tomorrow, as well as her little brother Collier. And Justin Hoback racing in the WT and the VIN class today. There is going to be a notable vehicle missing from the stock lineup this weekend, Matt.
Yeah.
And that is Big Bertha.
Oh, really?
She is no longer going to be hitting the race course.
Wow.
Yep.
Is it going to be a strictly support vehicle now, or?
I don't know if he's decided what he's going to do with it yet.
Or is he just taking one too many? She's taking one too many bad bounce.
She's had a hard life.
She has
had a hard life. It's not easy being a big girl out on the.
It is not
the race course.
It is not, especially this course. This course would have been really rough.
Justin was like, "Nah, it's not worth it. Where you're at the points and stuff."
Yeah.
So no Big Bertha representing this weekend.
What's up, Justin Wills? Tuning in from the highway. I bet he's probably on his way here, mo-docking with that buggy. Him and Daniel Pierman, I'm sure, are setting some miles.
Where's everybody else watching from? Jed Harper's tuning in.
What's up, Jed?
Kurt Havens.
He's an Illinois guy, Southern Illinois.
We are getting a few last-minute things finalized here, getting everybody to their positions.
Yes.
To their places.
Again, you can see a lot of our Rock Racing TV staff down there, some of our helpers, as well as some of our production crew.
If you notice the number of neon orange or yellow shirts and vests out here, that gives you an idea of how many folks it takes from the media to the recovery and safety checklist, everything. A lot of people out here helping out. We've got Dwayne Troyer, first time racing with us. Starting things off for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class.
I'll say, speaking of Rock Life Off-Road, I see Brian Dunnigan down there doing some videoing. Again, this is a very rough terrain.
Dwayne, and he's prepared. He's got a spare tire on there with
him. Yeah, it's definitely handy.
He's ready. I talked to Dwayne just real briefly at the drivers' meeting. He said he rides with Clint Garrison.
Okay.
A lot. And he's from Columbia, Kentucky.
Clint started out racing side-by-sides with us and has moved to a big bouncer. He always has no problem getting out there and laying it down.
So if you've ever been to Rush Off-Road Park in person, woo! That was quite the ride there, following along with our drone. You'll know the giant hillside that we're racing on out here today. There's... It's a lot like Bikini Bottoms.
It is.
But with even more up and down options. Kind of like Mid-America. 64.351 for Dwayne Troyer, kicking things off for us. But so we're able to make it so spectator friendly.
Yes.
We've got all the racing contained kind of on this one hillside, but it's huge and it's steep, and there's so many options.
Yeah.
To change things up and keep it challenging between all of our classes, and be able to have all our spectators in one area, very safe, good visibility.
Yeah.
It's a really nice layout here when we're able to do that.
Got Jay Storts kicking off the line. And again, I think that's awesome. Anytime you have a park where it's kind of stadium seating all around, it's great for the spectators. It's great for the safety feature.
This is the first time we've had a series race at Rush since about 2017.
17 was the last time
I
we
wasn't here for that one either.
Yeah, that's when we had a big leap of faith jump we have to do. I was in the Joe Dirt buggy at that time, racing with Sean Cross and my brother Nate Holt, put a team together, and this was one of my races, and it was a big, big race. Jake Berkey was still racing the Riot buggy then, and always putting on a show. That was about 12 buggies ago for Timmy.
Seems like it.
Making quick work of that course. Jay is flying through there.
And man, Jay Storts had some tough luck in our last couple of races.
He did.
But he just laid down a great time.
50.051 for Jay Storts in the UTV stock class.
Smoking time.
Looks like we got Dan Carter sitting up there in the line.
57.051. Still a great time for Jay.
Yeah, 5.7. That's the time to beat.
Dan rocking that Rock Life Off-Road up there. Again, Dan had some rough... Speaking of rough luck, Dan had some rough luck as well.
Both of those guys were...
Absolutely just...
Hawk Pride and West Virginia were a little rough.
Little rough.
Glad to see them both back out here with something that's drivable.
Oh, yeah.
I know Jay said that it might have been fun to watch. If you missed it, you got to go back and watch the highlight reel. But his run in the bouncer at West Virginia got stuck on a rock and gave it everything he got to get off it. He said it might have been exciting to watch, but it didn't feel too good on the wallet.
He runs a Ford motor in the Ford Play Buggy. He will be said his motor should be done by September 11th, so that way it'll be ready to go for Rush Springs. Again, this is Dan Carter on course right now.
And Dan also had a lot of tough luck in both West Virginia and Hawk Pride.
Yeah, I think the last 3 races he's had a buggy go down 3 races in a row. So he's had 3 buggies go down in 3 races. So huge shout out to Dan for keeping, again, when you race 3 buggies in 3 different classes, or even 2 buggies in 3 classes, it takes so much work to keep everything going.
Definitely. 59.579 for Dan Carter. Fastest time right now is Jay Storts with a 57, followed by Dan Carter with a 59, and Dwayne Troyer with a 64.
What's up, Janet? Tuning in from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, nice. Well, if you guys are just tuning in with us, thanks for joining us here on Hillside Live. We are just a couple of drivers in here with our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class, Course 1. And then we will have our VIN class and then our RCV Axle UTV Unlimited class following that. So got a full day of racing here. We are at Rush Off-Road Park in Rush, Kentucky this weekend, presented by SuperGrip.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's this is a huge park. They have a couple different anniversary bashes or different style events.
At 7,000 acres.
All Ultra 4 races here. National Rock Racing Association race here, so it's a lot of fun. It's a good time. And again, 7,000 acres. They do have a trail map online. You can go and check out all the trail system.
Over 100 miles of trails.
So it's awesome to come. I got some buddies coming this weekend. We're going to go out and goof around. From my hometown, they're coming down. They have some parents live in Kentucky, so we're going to hang out. They're going to hang out tonight. Tomorrow morning, get here early. Then Saturday night, we're going to go trail ride and have a little fun. So
nice.
Should be a pretty good time.
I've never really gone trail riding here, but I did do a survival race.
Yeah.
So I got to see a good portion.
You trail rode. You just did it at high speed.
I just did it as fast as I could. That was really fun, though. I don't know. It's been 2018, 19, 20. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But, this is the only time I've ever been on a podium was here, not for the survival race, but I also raced a bouncer women's class.
Okay.
That same day. And got to get up on the podium.
Heck yeah!
Take some champagne.
That's awesome.
Good times. That was the last time I was at Rush.
Yeah, I got to do some pre-running with Chris Blanton from the Kryptonite Custom guys with the 4,400 class. Do pre-running here last year at the Ultra 4 race, and that was a lot of fun. Again, trail riding, but very quick. We were doing it very fast. Again, the IFS car soaked up a lot of stuff, and it was a lot of fun.
I describe it. I like Star Wars, so when they're pod racing,
it's
like everything's just like zooming by.
It is. Again,
that's what it feels like.
Absolutely blazing through the woods. Again, a lot of fun.
Or when they're on the speeders in the woods.
Yes,
in the old ones, yeah.
Kind of like the, definitely the woods give it a good feel because you're just zooming through stuff.
And then you get passed by I don't know. Which guy? Who was even out there? James Cantrell.
Oh, yeah.
You think you're going so fast, and then these lights come behind you and the horn, but you pull over, and they're just like a blur that goes by. You're like, oh, man, I hurt my feelings.
Yeah, and I could see those guys. Just obviously, James Cantrell, heck of a racer.
Braden Upchurch out on the course now. Robert Trainer says, we will see y'all bright and early in the morning. Safe travels. Make sure you guys are watching from that Rock Racing TV Facebook page so we can keep up with everybody.
What's up, Ryan Boyd? Again, Braden flying through this course right now. Again, this is our first course. For those of you guys just tuning in, this is our first course. We'll be running course 1 this morning, and I say this morning, it's slightly afternoon here. Then we'll kick off our second course a little later.
That's a 59.704. 59.704.
59.704. As Bree gets her pin out.
Matt's watching me struggle over here. My pin just broke apart in my hand.
A little slower than Dan.
Don't let the
right now he's holding a third place.
Okay, thank you. What was it?
59.704.
Is that what you said?
074?
Is that what you had said?
704. Look at Taylor. Look at Taylor keeping us honest.
I knew it too.
Miss me.
Oh, it's always an adventure, guys. Thanks for hanging with us here on Hillside Live. You don't get to hear all of the behind the scenes, all the radio chatter, all the Taylor chatter.
Which is a lot of fun.
It keeps things interesting.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He saved a burp until I put my headphones on, just so I could listen to it. That's how professional.
The only funnier thing is like opening a soda, be like cracking it open in the microphone.
Next up,
Lee Blake on the line.
Blake. Never heard of her. Let's see what she can do.
Again, you can see a lot, like you said, kind of like this is very similar to our Bikini Bottoms course, just all the ups and downs with the viewer spectators area being really big and wide.
It makes it a little confusing when you have not studied the map to know what all of our various courses are. That's why I just wait and find out once we get our drivers out there. But Clyde sends out a map of each course for each class so the drivers can kind of get an idea of what the course is going to be ahead of time. And then, when they get here, they're able to pre-run if they want to and can kind of start looking things over and solidifying the course in their mind. And we try and put as many flags out on the course, tape when necessary, to make sure that nobody's getting lost out there.
Survey says...
And that was a 61.633 for Lee Blake.
Jack Porter jumping there. What's up, Jack Attack?
They run a pretty tight race for last. Next up, we got Danielle Heckley.
Daniel Heckley on the line.
Danielle, as Zach likes to call
Yeah.
him.
Say no more. All right, let's go, Danielle Heckley. Let's go, girl.
So Daniel got third place at Hawk Pride a couple weeks ago in the stock class. We'll see what he can do on the hills of Kentucky. We were racing in the mud of Alabama last time. Ooh, y'all, it was some deep, deep mud.
It was.
We're all grateful here today for the water truck that has been out here spraying down as much of the course as possible today. We're not even sad that there are some possible chances of some rain.
Yeah, we were chatting a little bit about that before the race to see
We'd be okay with that.
what our weather's going to be like. And they're saying, it's supposed to start raining at 11 o'clock today. And it was already 12. So I was like, well, okay. So we may get a little sprinkle on us later today. But if we do, they said it'll be hopefully a quick sprinkle, and then we'll be done for the weekend.
Just enough to knock the dust down.
5:2.793 for Daniel Heckley.
And that is our fastest time currently.
Again, he was that flat section. He was absolutely just smoking through there.
So fastest time right now, Daniel Heckley with a 52, followed by Jay Stortz with a 57, and then Dan Carter with a 59.5. Braden Upchurch right behind him with a 59.7.
Got that Brandon Davis wrap, that Davis Racing wrap sitting on the starting line there. See Knox, our starting gate aficionado, down there this afternoon. We appreciate all of our staff that helps out run our race course. We have an army of volunteers that show up, so we appreciate all those guys.
Sure do. It takes a village.
It does.
To put on an event like this. There's a lot that goes into it that you probably wouldn't even realize or think about unless you're part of it. You know, everything from our safety and recovery to media that's helping capture all these moments for everybody. And, we've got people manning the safety checklist to make sure that those get around all the drivers, run the drivers meeting. We've got
and hurting drivers.
Our EMS on standby. We've got the water truck on.
Yes.
It takes a lot. So we're grateful for everybody that jumps in and helps.
All right, next contestant,
Brandon Davis on the line.
I'm expecting probably a 49.5.
You can see, getting a little squirrely there on that rock section.
I think we should take a quick poll. What do you guys think is going to be Brandon's time? Or just the fastest time overall for the stock class? Our fastest time right now is a 52 from Daniel Heckley. What do you guys think? I'm going to say like 48.
He's flying.
He outran our cameras there for a minute.
It's a lot more dust on this run, I noticed.
Getting a little bit of a breeze right now. It feels pretty heavenly.
Yeah, we'll take it.
That's a 53.
53.934 for Brandon Davis.
Him and Danielle Heckley, she still has the lead. Go, girl.
Derek Schaefer on the line now. One of our cameras did not enjoy its dust bath.
Yes.
So we're working on getting that one back up. We've got Derek Schaefer and Anthony Burton still in the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. This is Hill 1. And then once we have completed that Hill 1, we will move on to our VIN class. And then we'll go into our Unlimited class. And then we'll take a real short break and come right back for round 2 with everybody.
Again, we're at Rush Off-Road Park in Rush, Kentucky. Today is the side-by-side classes, youth, or side-by-side stock class and our Cup Series, as well as our VIN class. Tomorrow will be our youth and our UTV Bounty, as well as Rock Bouncers. So if you guys have nothing to do tomorrow, come on out.
Heck, even if you do have something to do tomorrow,
if
prioritize.
Just boycott it. Yeah, just boycott it. It's cool. I promise you, you're not going to win and miss tomorrow's action. I'll preface that.
Are we going to see some high-flying vehicles, Matt?
Well, hopefully.
They hope they're going to be flying anyway.
We hope. That's, that's the goal when you take off.
Best laid plans.
Yeah, that when you take off, that everything works out appropriately. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Richie Keith did not land appropriately last time he was here and tried to make that jump.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And he broke a lot. So It was exciting to watch. I think that was his last race in a rock bouncer.
Oh. He races mega trucks now.
Yeah, he had mega trucks then. I think he just kind of enjoys doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, well, he likes flying high in those mega trucks.
He does.
He likes jumping those.
And their horsepower is pretty incredible.
You can launch those things. 66.153 for Derek Schaefer.
66.153.
That means we've got Anthony Burton on the line now to wrap up course 1. Hi.
Hey,
Not good.
how's it feel to be a winner?
I don't know. I think it's just a one and done.
Whatever.
We had a special appearance by Colby Reich at the production trailer. Anthony Burton, I believe this is his first time racing with us in the series.
Anthony Burton driving the
If I'm not mistaken, this is another one of Clint Garrison's buddies that was with Dwayne earlier.
Okay. We've seen a lot.
I could be wrong.
We have seen a lot more full body stuff in this season. We've seen several different full bodies race.
This is Anthony Burton.
limo light made that hard left.
Do you mean four-seater?
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was
Four-seat.
it is the stock class.
Yes,
We've got a fair amount of full
Sorry.
bodies.
No, four-seaters is what I meant.
I
think we've seen 2 or 3 different ones other than Justin Holback. Obviously, he races a monster truck of a rig. Other than him, we've seen several guys this season race four-seaters.
We have. There's been a handful of them out here.
Again, our drone shot there, just taking abuse. Shout out to Jack at Delta Drone Works for giving us these awesome shots. We appreciate him. Taylor said, he's all right. He's usually
he was the best we could find on short notice.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a year ago.
Yeah.
We kid. Jack is very talented.
Charles caressed the pedal.
60.754.
That means Daniel Heckley held on to the lead for course 1 in our stock class with a 52.7, followed pretty closely by Brandon Davis with a 53.9. And then, let's see, then
Jay?
Jay Stortz with a 57.0.
Again, awesome runs. Again, putting it down. That was our first run of the – okay, there we go.
There
Daniel
it is.
Heckley, Brandon Davis coming in second, Jay Stortz coming in third. Again, Dan Carter looks like wrapping up that. There's fourth place, Braden Upchurch fifth, Anthony Burton is sixth, Lee Blake is seventh.
Dwayne Troyer,
Yeah,
eighth, and then Derek Schaefer.
A little bit of glare from my side. I was trying to see the other two on there.
These lights we have in here, too, it's like
Very bright.
looking towards the sun.
It is.
But Charles has no love for this Jeep. In fact, he hates it. If you don't believe me.
All right. And that was our UTV stock class. That was our first course of the day. Here shortly we'll be firing up our VIN class. I think we got 3 entries.
Yep, I hear him calling for Charles.
Charles Chris, Don
Chris
Curtis,
gonna start us
and
off.
Justin Holbeck.
Justin Hoback, yep.
Again, we have 2 full bodies and a Jeep. So, is that going to pay off better? Again, obviously, Don Curtis, you can always hear him firing up that big block. So,
Well, I can go ahead and tell you now that Justin has to drive the WT to pick up Haley at the airport tonight.
So probably
So,
shouldn't send it too hard.
so he wants to finish both courses and get the points, but
That's,
he's not going to go too crazy on
Yeah.
it. So,
Especially-
got to be able to put that thing on the road
Yeah.
still.
Haley would not be thrilled if she had to, Uber here.
Yeah, probably not. So, WT's got to keep doing the work this weekend.
It's double duty.
Yep.
But
Little Tim Bacon says, I need some Matt Holt headshot stickers for my toolbox.
I got you, dog. Speaking of Bacons, I am so sad we haven't got to see them out there. I heard they have, some spy stuff in the works. I heard we got some upgrades and all kinds of new fancy stuff. So
Has there ever been a 007 buggy?
I don't know.
Like any kind of theme like that?
Yeah.
007?
I don't know.
The James Bond bouncer?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah. Look,
All right. If it comes out next year, I expect some
Yes.
credit for that.
I see we had Gold Rush, but that's about as close as we've come to the 007 theme. So that would be kind of cool for a
Yeah. There you go. You're welcome to somebody that wants to use
the
that.
James Bond silhouette there with his gun on the side. You could do some cool stuff with that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I think just 007 too. That could be good. That's your race number
Yeah,
and the bouncer name.
Bam, done. Haley said, yes, keep it together. Yes, keep it together. What's up, Taylor? How's it going, dog?
Welcome back.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. As the army crawls through the trailer.
That was funnier than it should have been.
It was. It was good times.
That was like watching somebody play Twister and Limbo at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh.
2024 will be here before we know it. Hashtag 2Rowdy007. I love it.
All right. If we see a bacon buggy come out.
Dude, I am so geeked. I love the Bacon family. They hold a very, very special place in my heart. They're just great people. And Little Tim especially. Only because one time, apparently, I almost got in a fist fight with him.
And you didn't know it?
I would have not done well because I did not know. I did not know I was getting in a fist fight with him. Luckily, his father said, "It's okay, buddy. He's just being ornery and teasing you." He essentially said he doesn't know any better. Just leave him alone. All right, got Charles Chris and his Cherokee coming off the line here. Again, he's
what's left of his Cherokee.
Yeah, he's slowly been modifying it. Again, it's a trail rig he's had for a while, but definitely made some upgrades since last season.
Who needs doors and windows when you're out for a nice ride?
We had a buddy who used to take stuff off his car, and he'd be like, "Man, I'm shedding weight, bro."
There you go.
So anytime he I took the air conditioning off. How come? Shedding weight.
I wish I had doors I could take off and shed some weight. That'd be handy.
Yeah. You don't think it'd look cool? Have your car doors off with?
I was thinking more like physically. But
yeah. Yeah. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Well played.
You're picking
well
it up
played.
when I'm putting down now?
I am.
Why, hello, Cheryl. What's up? What are you looking for?
What's up, Chad Molitor? Chatty Chad in the house with us.
So the VIN class is running almost the same thing that the stock class just did, except for the top ledge.
Okay.
He already passed it now, so I waited a little too long to point that out, guys. But
Come on, buddy.
78.127, 78.127 for Charles Chris and his Cherokee. We got Don Curtis and his full body sitting on the line there. Got that Curtis Racing logo on the side.
I think it's outstanding.
He was our inaugural season champion last year.
Here comes Big Don Curtis.
I think it's locked. Taylor, is the door locked?
Y'all watch this square body do work.
It wasn't that bad, actually, once the sun is just down. But, yeah. I was hoping it was going to stay cloudy.
Hey, you can't park there.
I was catching up with Miss Cheryl Davis.
Ooh.
Oh!
Getting a little squirrely coming down. Again, he said he almost rolled during pre-running out there this afternoon.
Apparently, he had a back tire about 4 feet in the air. His mom was not too pleased. She said she had to turn around.
Ugh.
She didn't, she didn't want to watch.
Again, I love seeing that just big behemoth of a vehicle ripping through the woods. Again, I think he is our biggest vehicle out there. Not too far behind him is the WT.
The WT. It's funny. Everybody loves the WT wherever we go. We stopped at a gas station last night, and actually both gas stations we stopped at on our way here yesterday, somebody wanted to come look at it.
Check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's the rack that's on it, too. They're like, what do you put on that
Yeah.
thing? Like, what goes up there?
They're like, so what is this?
Everyone's just very curious.
I get a lot of questions when we have the open trailer. They're always like, so is it mud? Is it rocks? Like what is it?
Like, yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
it is. There it is.
That's a
96.798 for Don Curtis. And they come all the way from Kansas for
Wow.
our races. So this is actually, how far did they say this one
I
was?
think it was like 12 plus hours, 12-ish.
Yeah, that's a long ways
Yeah.
to go. But I know our next race will be in Missouri,
Yeah.
and
He
we'll be
said-
in Oklahoma later this year, too,
Yeah, he
for
said
finals.
from here on out it's like 8 or less.
Yeah,
So
and Bikini Bottoms is Western Tennessee, so
Yeah.
that's a little better for them.
yeah, he said from here on out it's only like 8
Between
hours.
them and the Wills family, we got
Yeah.
some major miles going
Yeah.
down. All right, Justin Hoback in that WT we've been talking about, the old work truck,
Yeah.
putting in work. Scott, we are planning tomorrow to start. We do our drivers meeting at 9 and then try and kick off as close as we can after that, usually between 9:30 and 10. And we are on Eastern time
Yes.
this weekend.
Yes.
He said he put some new springs in the front end, so he's got actually a little bit of suspension
Okay.
now in the WT.
Okay.
I think I told you last time we were riding down the hill to get to the race area at Hawk Pride, and I was airborne for a little while. Like, I completely left the seat. I wasn't hanging on to anything. I was like floating, and that's probably what I would have been doing right there when he went down that too.
Not a lot of flex in the WT.
Oh, I was just like laughing, like I couldn't stay in the seat.
Yes.
It was
Yes, I believe that. You're getting ejected.
it was a fun ride.
Ruh-roh.
It's all fun and games till your head
He's
hits
gonna
the
limp.
ceiling, and
Yeah.
Ladies have seen that before.
or your head hits the rack right over the door there. We've all done that.
God,
haven't we,
I was
Matt?
so mad at Hawk Pride. I was so mad.
Matt went to
Yeah, I
climb
think
in,
you
and
Just-
you biffed it pretty
Just
good.
headbutted that rack.
We've
as
all
hard
done it though.
Oh, that was the first thing. They look
Yeah.
over and I'm rubbing my head. They're like, "Oh, roof rack,
Yeah.
gotcha." They're like, "Yeah, we've all done it." I'm
Gotta
like,
watch out for that.
"Hey, from Oliver Springs, what's up?"
Scott, we normally start with youth. Our last couple races we actually have not, just because they've been so muddy. and we wanted to push it back later in the day to give it a chance to dry. I don't think that's going to be the case here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I can't really say for sure because we kind of move them around depending on whatever's best.
Terrain.
The weather and terrain, and giving the kids as best of a course as possible. So we do normally start with youth, but I can't say that 100% for tomorrow. Is your volume up?
No.
Okay.
I heard it too. Yeah. It's okay. I heard it too.
We'll let it slide, Taylor.
One 143.676, and that was Justin Holback was run.
So that was Charles Chris with a 78, Don Curtis with a 96, and Justin Hoback with a 143. Everybody finished in our VIN class, got those points. That does wrap up Hill 1 for the VIN class. There's a nice shot of the hillside that we're racing on today, the Mickey Thompson Mountain. You can see lots of different avenues. This is only about half of it, too. Lots of avenues up and down and all around in there. So it gives us lots of options to work with to adjust the difficulty for our different classes, but also keep it all in a very spectator-friendly area. So, yeah, we like it when that works out. We have 3 races left this season. We'll be at Rush Springs Off-Road in Missouri. We will be at Bikini Bottoms in Dyersburg, Tennessee, and Mid-America at Disney, Oklahoma. Hopefully you guys might be able to join us for at least one of those in person and come check things out for yourself. If not, we'd love to have you join us here on Hillside Live, as always. Hard to believe that we've only got 3 races left already. Finals going to be here before we know it.
Yeah, and finals is like 4 days of racing.
Is the first racer of the Unlimited Cup Series.
I'm hearing that Cooper Bentley is on the starting line down there. He's going to kick things off for the RCV Axle UTV Cup class.
He'll also be in the big bouncers tomorrow. And that one's hit and miss.
Shout out to Knox standing out there in the sun and the dust. Because you know every time someone goes through that finish line, he's getting dusted.
I was thinking about getting one of those little umbrella hats.
That's what we need for all the camera people.
I see Thomas Lair wearing earlier one at our last race at Hawk Pride. He had like a 3-foot diameter hat umbrella. He's like, yeah, it's pretty sweet. He's like, I just bought it for this exact time.
Your own personal shade.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. I meant to bring a fan, my own personal fan.
Yeah, plug it in.
Totally forgot. Yeah. Totally spaced.
I personally had a box fan here at one point. I don't know where it went, but
oh yeah.
We should paint it teal. Be like, this stays in the production trailer.
Do not remove from the trailer.
Yeah. And sometimes it's perfect. Sometimes it's 65 and breezy. It's perfect weather. Other days it's cold and wet and rainy, or it's super hot and dusty.
98
and 100% humidity.
It's always an adventure, as we like to say.
Again, Cooper also races a bouncer and just has been crushing it this season.
Cooper won.
Came in second at our West Virginia race.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the UTV Cup class,
he
won at Hawk Pride a couple weeks ago.
Please.
Again, just happened to, it was so, West Virginia just happened to land between those trees. I went back and watched a couple different, we had several photographer people and video people at the top. That was kind of neat to see the angle. He literally just launched and landed straight between 2 trees.
That second hill was pretty gnarly, pretty crazy.
Speaking of Cooper Bentley, there's his dad
Aaron,
hanging out. His dad's always helping him out and supporting him.
All right, guys, we're working on getting our drivers lined up to move into the Cup class and getting our cameras wrangled. So we will be right back after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
And we're back here in Rush, Kentucky, at the Rush Off-Road Park. Again, we'll have to sneak over and see what kind of food they have at the trailers later. They're kind of just, the banners on top are waving at me like, hey, Matt.
I can't stand it.
Hey, buddy.
So much temptation. There's a Shave Ice trailer over there.
Ooh, that's definitely going to get hit up.
All right.
Again, you got Cooper Bentley on the line here. This is our UTV Cup Series. We just wrapped up our UTV Stock Series and our VIN class. Again, Cooper races a big rack bouncer as well, so he does a little double duty on some of these weekends. Ooh. Aired it out again. This course is a little bit rougher than the stock class and the VIN class ran. Absolutely. Oh, buddy. Wow. I did not know they were going to hit that jump straight out the gate.
Shooting the gap.
I heard Clyde talking about it, and he was giving him directions, but what a jump.
That can go wrong fast.
Yeah, you don't want to second guess that one.
You don't.
That requires some commitment.
There is a full commitment there. There is no partial commitment. You are either 100% in or not.
That's a 48.419.
48.419. That was Cooper Bentley starting things off for the RCB Axle UTV Cup class. We're on Hill 1.
They're going to get it. They better want it.
Was that DC? Okay.
Of course.
DC Thompson there.
All right, we're going to get him a change
That up close and personal shot.
Good job, Cooper Bentley.
Cooper was getting it.
He was. That's going to be one of our quickest times, I promise you. He was absolutely flying through there. Again, so the jump I said you got to make sure you tune in tomorrow. So apparently we're hitting the jump today.
Or tune in today. Either one, you're going to see it. Is that the leap of faith?
It is. It is. And it doesn't look that bad from here. Like, it looks easy the way Cooper just hit it, but
naturally
it's massive.
Looks like Brandon Davis runs.
Plus, you're having to make that corner.
Yeah.
And
you used to be able to come out a lot farther.
And absolutely beats on it. It's that Can-Am buggy that was good enough.
It's gonna take everything these little Razor buggies have.
And big buggies.
Just like, I mean,
in big buggies.
Cooper didn't even land full up on top of it.
No. And again, when you have a very heavy rock bouncer, granted the rock bouncer.
You better have a heavy right foot too.
Yes, the rock bouncer is usually a lot more power, but you have a lot more weight too. So that power to weight ratio definitely has to be there.
All right, let's see how Brandon Davis handles the leap of faith.
Woo. Man, they are barely squeaking.
Landed.
They are barely squeaking up top of that.
There it is.
Adam, why don't you try that again? I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say there.
Cody Tyson, go to the line. Nathan, Cody, and Madison, go to the line.
I think Adam sneezed and pushed some letters there.
I say he usually likes to comment when he's on the way to a race. He'll be watching it in the production trailer. 53.522.
53.522. That ain't no 48. But good enough for second on round 2. Good job.
Nah, Cooper just wanted to stir some drama.
Yeah. He's ornery.
He just thought it sounded like fun.
Yeah, he's ornery.
Next contestant, Austin
he can be pretty silly too. We have several bouncer drivers that can be pretty silly. And
What?
it's also
No way.
as long as you're part of the silliness, it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in both halves of that.
Came out here to race.
Alston Tidwell is on the line now. So we've had a 48 from Cooper and a 53 from Brandon. Two definitely top contenders. What do you guys think we're going to see as the fastest time? We've still got a dozen drivers to go.
And those drivers are all people who could knock those guys down.
Including, Nathan King, Cody and Clay Kaysen, DC, there's...
Madison's actually beat her brother Nathan before.
Oh, yeah.
But she's also had some pretty awesome collisions before, too. So...
All right, blast off.
Madison might be our new DC Thompson. Wreckers or checkers.
Do you think we'll see like 40, 46? I'm going to go with... Yeah, we'll go with a 46. Wow, Taylor.
That was loud.
All right, real easy now, Austin. Good job.
This is Alston
Real easy.
Tidwell.
You don't plan to win. That's exactly what you need to do. Just go slow.
That's how it be sometimes.
Yes, Adam, I am definitely coming to Crandon next weekend.
Oh, that's next weekend already?
Okay.
Alston was like, nope.
Is
Okay,
there,
so there's an alternate.
Okay, you
I mean,
can't
you don't
climb
have
it.
to jump it. You can climb it.
Okay. So before that wasn't there. It was a straight wall all the way across. There was no climbing. It was a
Right.
full commitment or not.
It's been several years that
And right where he
we've been
landed,
racing on this.
right where he landed was actually a much easier jump, and that's where most of us went. Richie Keith maybe didn't target as well. He hit the middle and cased the bottom of it, broke axles and a transmission,
I
and
think vaguely remember that.
then he rolled down. It was pretty violent. It was extremely violent. So
Vince is saying we might see a 45.5. Anyone think we're going to see any faster than a 45?
maybe, I don't know. Crandon is next weekend, where they're Ultra 4 race.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was next weekend already.
That's an 81.
81.088 for Alston Tidwell. We've got Nathan King on the line now.
So we're excited to go up. I know Raceline does a lot with that up there, and we have a few
Are
of
you just going to
Yes.
spectate?
Essentially, yeah.
Hang out?
Yeah. So I write for a magazine called Driving Line, which is owned by Nitto Tire, and Nitto sponsors a lot of Ultra 4 drivers, so they like to have good coverage. So I'm going up there for them as well as just hang out and goof off, and they have a big whole weekend of festivities. They have a parade and all kinds of honoriness go on.
Nathan King.
So I'll be heading up there for that. This is Nathan King coming out of the gate. Again, you can.
Oh, no. Oh.
Trying to listen to see if it's running. Oh, he said it's not when it start.
Oh, man.
Zach said, "Did they get scared?"
Took one look at this hill and was like,
yeah,
mm-mm.
it probably knew how Nate was about to drive it and was like, "Nah,
General
bro."
Lee's
Nah,
like,
yeah,
no.
it's like, "No, I'm good."
Hey,
Not
Nathan,
today.
Yeah.
this is not going to improve your chances of winning.
Again, you hate.
Oh, man.
That's Nathan's dad riding up there on the mini bike. Again,
All right,
the crazy part is it could be 100 things. It could be a ground wire. It could be, you know.
And, of course, it waited till right when he went to take off the line.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
That's how these things
Again,
go.
Nathan is one of our hardest drivers out there. That dude is absolutely a beast. Him and his sister both. And I don't know if it's because the racing is so tight or is it because they're siblings, but they are usually right up there in that top competitive edge. Again, you can see Nate checking some stuff out. Again, if he can get this fired back up and still finish this course within the allotted time, he can still get a time, get some points on the board, which is huge.
We've got a 6-minute time limit on here.
Okay.
So there's a lot to work with.
I say usually it's between 2.5 and 4 minutes today. Clyde gave him 6. Again, a little longer course. Again, his frustration obviously is super, super bummed. You know, you hate to see that.
Hey, turn that back on, 'cause I'm sweating. Trying to wipe me
You
down.
hate to see that again. Driving all this way, come out, be competitive, and Nathan obviously such a fierce racer. So you hate to see that. I guarantee you'll get it pulled back over. See if they can't figure out what's going on with it. Again, just to see it die like that, it has to be hopefully something simple.
There you go. Good job. Yeah, they are not happy about that run at all.
Man, that's frustrating.
Speaking of Crandon,
Yes.
you'll have to let me know how it goes. I've wanted to go. You know, my my family is all from Wisconsin.
Okay.
So I was born and raised in Tennessee, but everybody above me
Yes.
is from Wisconsin. So my dad has a cousin that races at Crandon.
Oh, really?
I forget which class it's in. I think it's one of the like trophy truck kind of classes.
They have like 40 different classes.
There's a lot. So I don't remember specifically, but so he's tried to get us to come up there before, you know, like we can hang out in their pit area and do all the things with them.
And it's super cool.
So we just haven't made it happen.
I'll have to
the
call
one year we were about to do it, the plane tickets were expensive, like crazy. And it was the last minute.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. So one of these years we're going to get up there and
I'll have to figure out, call your dad, talk to him, figure out his name. So I'll stop by and say hi. Be like, hey.
Yeah.
By the way, Chad and Bree said hi.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty creative. Again, it's just short course. They have basically a shotgun start, so it's super exciting. Again, pretty much, you know, there's a lot of open wheel-to-wheel racing, so obviously very exciting to watch. It's a holiday weekend, so that's always fun.
No, I wish I was going now.
Yeah, it's only like 3.5, 4 hours north of me, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's not like that for me.
Yeah.
All right, we got Cody Kaysen in Daddy's Money out on the course. Speaking of those fast times that we were
come on, boy, come on.
predicting, I think we might definitely see one of them from one
yeah.
or both of the Kaysen brothers.
Yes. Man. Wow. Still not out the top yet. Man.
I think he broke something. Yeah.
Right, Dan
I think he's in three-wheel drive.
Okay, that makes sense.
Derek
Yeah, if the front right's not pulling, that's.
DC Thompson.
I was like, man, he is all. I'm like, man, it must be a steep little ledge
It's a hard
there.
hill, but it's not quite that.
Yeah.
Derek and DC.
Justin Wills said I could be his pit crew. He'll be there racing.
There you go.
Timothy Bacon said 42. 5.301 for Cody Kaysen. Again, Cody's absolutely another fierce competitor we have out there battling.
Justin, what class are you racing at Crandon? Is it with the new the pink the new one that just got the pink wrap on it? Not new one. Got the new pink wrap.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. He's in there. He's talking to us. He'll tune in, I'm sure.
Because they're not having bouncer race up there, right?
Well, that's what I heard. So, although it would be awesome to watch bouncers do knockout at Crandon, that would be insane.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, bouncer knockout's so violent anyway.
Yeah, that's how the front end of the Avenger got totaled.
It did. It did. I remember that.
Not by me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, your dad.
It's exciting to watch, but
him and Danny Smith both sent it pretty hard.
A little scary.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got Dan Carter pulling up to the line now.
All right, we got Dan Carter.
4800 car, Justin.
girlfriend's buggy.
Yeah, I saw that new wrap that y'all put on there. Look good.
Dan Carter, again, second rig out this weekend. Glad to see you got two cars put back together.
In case you were wondering, that's electric.
He's been a busy man.
He has to have been. That dude has to have been just thrashing for the last couple weeks to get two cars put back together. I put one back together, and mine's pretty easy to work on, so I couldn't imagine working on two of them.
Oh! That one was close.
It was.
Oh! There you go. Tree.
Oh, damn!
Hey, stop right there.
Dang it.
No!
Just late.
Oh, man.
Who put that tree
He
there?
was doing good till he
Cleared
left.
the jump and then clipped a tree. Man. Again, that's Dan Carter from Dan Carter
Hey,
Racing.
shouldn't you be suiting up?
Part of that Rock Life off-road crew.
Taylor, we don't have anything on our screen here.
Man. You can see the dust has stirred up a little dust down. We did have a water truck out here earlier today.
Dan's up there somewhere.
That'll be fine.
Man. Dang it. Justin Wills said, yes, 4800 class. He'll be racing that 4800 rig.
Oh, Dan. We really need to get it to say because I was inverted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all in his skid plates.
and just like
Roll it over a little bit.
I was thinking
It'd be
that'd be a
fine.
great T-shirt. Have Dan
Yeah.
upside down and say just
There you go.
because I was inverted.
That's
it's
right. You know what? You take the lemons and you make lemonade.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
New merch opportunities.
Yes.
Dan does lead on the entire series of Unlimited in rollovers.
Oh my goodness.
You can see him up there at the top. He's back on all four now. Got a little aid from the recovery crew up on the hill.
That's That's the beauty of side by sides, especially the tube chassis ones. They're
Do it
really
with, like,
light.
2 or
They're
3
really
people.
easy. Grab a couple dudes, throw it back over.
Who did we see actually? Was it Cody?
Cody Kaysen?
Did he do that at a Hawk?
Or Clay
Somebody
Kaysen.
did it at Hawk Pride.
Yeah. Was it Cody or Clay? Clay. It was Clay
It wasn't
Kaysen.
Clay.
It was Cody.
It must have been Cody.
Because Clay,
Yeah.
because Clay was literally like 4 feet away from him.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, I can't.
That's always fun to watch.
Derek Schaefer on
These
the
little
line.
bugs are terrible out here. What are you laughing at?
Oh,
You
my
gnats are
goodness.
trying to eat me.
Bree's getting carried away by beetles.
Sir, he was trying to fight me.
He was.
Derek Schaefer back up from stock class to cup class. Also doing double duty this weekend.
All right, Derek Schaefer.
Yeah, it was Cody Kaysen because I remember Clay was like literally 5 feet away watching him struggle
Yeah.
to upright a vehicle, and I was just like, dude, that
And
sucks.
I've seen people try, but that was
Yes.
the first time that he had the perfect, it was tilted
Yep.
just right,
Yep.
that was definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, I've seen people try, but I've never seen anybody.
Come on, Derek! Woo!
Oh,
Is this an old DC chassis?
I don't know.
It looks like it.
The front end will tell you. The front end of his look a little kind of unique. Man, you can see how much dust that is actually kicking up right there.
Dylan Dowler, are you going to be joining us at Bikini Bottoms? I see you're watching in here.
That's a 54.323
for Derek Schaefer.
54.323.
Our fastest time currently is Cooper Bentley with a 48. Brandon Davis then with a 53. Derek Schaefer with a 54. Those are your top three right now. We're about halfway through Hill 1 for the RCB Axle UTV Unlimited class. There's our leaderboard. DC Thompson is on the line. And we are going to see... Oh,
Bro.
rude. Stupid bugs. We are going to be seeing DC in a bouncer tomorrow.
I'm excited.
So y'all better stay tuned for that. Dylan said yes, he will be there at Bikini Bottoms. You going to make it to finals
Okay.
as well, or are you just trying to stick
If you ain't
closer
been
to home,
watching,
Dylan?
you've been missing it.
What's
but
your
you
plan
need to
for the
watch
rest of the
right now.
season?
We got DC Thompson. He's wreckers or checkers. We don't know which one. We're going to find out.
DC is definitely one of our, let's say, rowdier drivers.
Yeah,
We call him a wreckers or checkers driver. He's gonna do awesome and get on that podium, or he's gonna make a skinny pedal nomination.
Yeah.
One or the other. Usually, now we have seen DC have a little more conservative driving. In the past seasons.
I feel like in the last year, I feel like we've seen a much more conservative DC. Subsequently, and I'm not saying this is directly related, but he's been on the podium a lot more. So again, DC is one of those guys that could break a ball peen hammer with a rubber ball. So I feel like he could absolutely push a lot harder than he does this year. I think he's really shown a lot of self-control and that restraint of being a little more easier on the machine and being able to keep it together to get across that finish line. And he's been on the podium a lot more. So again, that's something I think I think there is a correlation. He's backed off, been a little more conservative, and done much better. So And again, we all know DC can absolutely drive the wheels off about anything.
He sure can.
So it's awesome to see him out there just, getting some points, getting the podium.
Apparently he's got a very impressive past with, like, BMX riding.
I've heard Clyde talk about it.
Yeah. Like he was good.
Yeah, Clyde's like, he could literally wheelie around the track and be half a track, half a lap ahead of everybody else, and he would just be riding wheelies around. And he's racing guys that are really good and still would be that much ahead of him.
I've always said we need to get DC to do, like, the halftime show on a bike
my goodness.
at intermission for us.
His pit bike shenanigans.
I want to see his skills.
It's impressive. I've seen him come down hills in a pit bike that I don't know if I would try in a bouncer. And he's like, yeah, just hop it right down. I'm like, oh, my God. I mean, the crowd is like oohing and awing as he's coming down, to the driver's meeting. And I'm like, oh, God. Like, do we have medevac here yet? So.
DC's a character, that's for sure. We are waiting on our drone to get back up and running. DC is being very patient for us on the starting line. Actually, he's probably cussing us all out right now. But
yeah.
That's all right. He looks like he's being patient. Here we go.
All right, here we go. DC Thompson. All the way out of South Haven, Mississippi.
Whoa, airing it out right there off the starting line.
Now he's mad.
That might have cost him just a little bit of time.
Yeah. He is absolutely flying through there.
They say,
whoa! Aired it out. He came around this corner so fast he threw gravel all the way to the trailer.
Come on, DC. Time to beat right now is Cooper's 48.4. What's he doing? Pulling a disappearing act in the dust.
That's a
50.568. Not enough to move Cooper down from that top spot, but that is a second place time currently. Haley, you did spy a Wade Good. There's a wild Wade Good running around here somewhere. This is his natural habitat.
Yeah.
So he's running around somewhere.
I feel like the
Wade
woods.
and a Kenneth.
I feel like woods in general are their natural habitat.
I never heard of him either. Let's see what he can do.
This is Craig Zollner, another driver, first time racing with us. We've got a few of those today.
Yeah.
We always love having new drivers come join the fun. A lot of times maybe that's a local race for them.
Yeah.
And like, hey,
and
I
we
can get in on that. That looks like fun.
And we love to see that. That's awesome. I love to see new racers come out and join the series, even if it's just for one race that's close to your house. It's a good time. I sometimes I have trouble with names as I'm pronouncing them. He's going to have to build
no. Not enough.
Still almost made it, though. I almost cleared it.
It wasn't as hard of a hit as it could have been, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a lot more violent. It was actually
out.
pretty soft landing. You can see Matt Merrick over the side there, Busted Knuckle Films.
He forgot to bring the rest of his motor.
Again, came in a little more conservative, but still made the climb, did great. Again, you can see how big some of those ledges are for the side-by-sides.
So the downhill part, you don't need much motor for that.
You really
just
don't.
Let it roll.
Yeah, you really don't. Again, you hear all the buggies get much quieter on the downhill section. 6:8.724. Again, not a great time, but not a horrible time either. Again, we got about half our drivers still to go.
Hey, first time racing with us. He finished the course.
Yeah. Again, awesome time.
What could have been a hard hit looked like it wasn't actually that bad.
Yeah.
So I'd say he's doing pretty good.
We'll have to get him up here and give him a chat and see what he thought of the course. And again, that was a Not near as rough as I thought it was going to be.
You can tell if they're not going to make it usually by about halfway up the hill, and then you're just bracing for impact on their behalf.
Yeah, and again, as a guy who's made that jump, I was about a foot before takeoff, and I realized I'm not going to make this hill. And I literally just closed my eyes and thought, because at that point you're too committed to stop.
Yeah. There's no
so I literally just closed my eyes and held on. And then when I landed, I was like, oh, I made it.
The wheel?
I promise you he did. Jesus was definitely co-piloting, that's for sure.
Turned into Carrie Underwood.
It really did, I promise. And made it, had a great course. I landed pretty hard, and buggy coughed and sputtered a little bit, and then I took back off again. So
we've got Wild Wyatt Wilson on the course right now. He is racing for Casey Howell's points. Wyatt is there's been some talk on the street that this might be his last race before retirement.
Yeah, just come down and
Talked to him today. He's not sure if that's going to be the case or not. There's a lot of factors that go into, being able to do all these races and stuff. So is this the last time we'll see him out here racing? We don't know. Maybe not.
And again,
but we always love watching Wyatt out on the hills.
Heck of,
man, I think he broke the front end maybe.
It looks like he's rolling back down. He has so much dust right now, I promise you, he cannot see where he's going. There you go. Yeah, rear-wheel drive, it looks like.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think...
that is some loose...
It is.
Dusty stuff up there, too. I don't think it's happening in two-wheel drive.
On the front there.
Go, baby, go.
Man, if he could just get up the hill, the rest of it would be doable. I don't know.
He could back down over to the left side and get a long run at it.
I can't see anything now. He's gone.
You need a bigger running start. Oh, now you done screwed up for real. I wouldn't back down there if you can help it.
So
I feel like even his exhaust is puffing out dirt at this point.
If you've never sat in a race vehicle and you've never had that perspective, you might wonder, like, why are these guys backing up? Why are they always back into trees or back into the, right to the edge or whatever? You can't see anything when you're in there. When you're fully strapped in with your 5-point harnesses, you've got a Hans device which restricts your head movement for safety, but it also means you can't turn and see behind you. Just remember that when you're thinking, gosh, these guys, they suck at backing up.
Yes, we do.
They're running into something.
We really do. I promise you.
You can't move. You can't see very well. We put a backup camera in the Avenger.
Yeah.
That's pretty handy. It's basically like the size of a rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Screen, and then it just has a little camera in the back.
I've seen it in places, and I actually went and bought a round oval mirror to put up in the Rouncer. I've seen Brandon Davis did that to back up. He put in the center, just put a round oval mirror to at least see behind him.
Helps.
You got a 78. That way he gets 8 more.
I believe this is Mark Carpenter on the line now.
Next victim, Mark Carpenter.
Well, I hate to see that for Wyatt. I'm sure Casey does too. But
his mechanic is Wade Jude.
Sometimes that's how it goes. Let's see how
he
Mark
doesn't
Carpenter.
Oh, what?
And I do believe we had our first Skinny Pedal nomination.
Wow.
Hey, he's still on his wheels.
That was impressive.
How do you flip up the hill?
Front flip. I've only ever seen it, I think, one time in a buggy. Gold Rush did it at Bikini Bottoms.
We're good with it.
Rear suspension loaded up, flipped over, and literally did a front flip. It was impressive.
Oh, no! What is happening? Mark Carpenter is like a gymnast out here right now.
He literally did a...
How did he land that?
He did like a somersault with a gainer and put it back on all 4 tires.
I don't think even he knows how to handle this right now.
I would say he's going to back up and get lined up.
He probably doesn't know what state he's in right now. Holy smokes. Okay, we're definitely playing that replay in a second. Let's see what he's about to do.
Okay.
Speaking of backing up into stuff, guys, that's why he does not know that tire's there.
He doesn't. And now he's trying to look to see probably what he's going to back up.
He might be having one of those Forrest Gump moments where he's like, I'm pretty tired. I think I'm going to go home now.
Yeah. He's like, I'm done.
Whoa. All right, let's watch that replay. There it is. Oh, no, there's so much dust you can't even see. He stayed in the gas and somehow pirouetted.
Here we go.
Oh, he's coming back.
Wait.
It's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, wait.
Not enough.
Don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
Is his front right tire look a little wonky, or is it just
I think the rear tire looks a
my
little wonky.
perspective over here?
You ain't got no power.
Yeah.
Something's not quite right after all that, but holy cow, heck of a show from Mark Carpenter.
A couple guys running over to see if they can't do some preventative maintenance.
That is absolutely our first Skinny Pedal nominee of the day.
Times 2.
Wait a minute. He thinks he fixed it. He just did a car reset. Evidently, he didn't remember that's what you do all the time.
Here we go.
Was it in limp mode?
Apparently.
I think it still runs like Wade Good works
Still doesn't seem quite right. He's got probably like 4 minutes left, though.
Yeah. Yeah, if he could shut it off and turn it back on, and if it's just in limp mode.
What's up, bub?
What's up, Bub Meadows? Yeah.
Where'd he go? All right, he's calling it quits.
And he is getting a standing ovation from the crowd.
He will sign whatever you pull out.
That was something.
That is impressive.
Madison King is on the line now. You guys can't hear, but the crowd is excited. Definitely cheering on Mark after his
that was impressive.
His acrobatic performance out there.
And I feel like if he'd had a buggy that was running good, I think he would have absolutely hit that with everything he had.
Oh, yeah. You know he wanted to.
But when you add a half twist, you're just showing off now.
Thank you guys for joining us here on Hillside Live. If you just tuned in with us recently, we have about 5 drivers left to go in our RCB Axle UTV Cup class. We are on Hill 1. We completed Hill 1 for the VIN class and our Rock Life Off-Road Stock class.
All right, girls,
so after this, we will be taking a real short break and then coming back for round 2 with everybody. But don't go anywhere yet because we've still got a few drivers left. Madison King out on the course now. The fastest time right now has been Cooper Bentley with a 48, followed by DC Thompson with a 50, and then Brandon Davis with a 53. Let's see what Madison does.
Coming around hot and steamy.
Leap of faith.
Let's
go, girl. Nice.
Okay, you can see that back end kind of slap down as everybody's jumping through it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Lifting out the tranny.
Getting a little out of gear here.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you, dude? There you go, girl. There you go.
There it is.
All right, come on, come on. This is our grand finale, too, coming up. So
we still have Clay Kaysen.
Finish this up, we're going to round this out.
This isn't our last because we still have Clay Kaysen.
Going down like y'all's credit score after you brought that new Pro R.
He's right.
That's a
77.638 for Madison King. Clay Kaysen on the line now to wrap up Hill 1. I thought we had a few more after that, but I guess we had a few.
All right, we got the other
had a couple back out.
Of the Kaysen brother driving team, Clay Kaysen on the line.
All right, Clay Kaysen, the time to beat is a 48.4 from Cooper Bentley. Madison just put down a 77.638.
Let's go, Clay.
Clay keeping it low to the ground at the top of that hill.
Yeah, we've seen a couple drivers launch out there, so I think he probably had made sense of that. Man, he is flying.
Whoa, Clay.
He was coming.
Nice.
Smooth landing.
Not only do you have to stick the landing up the hill, but then you've also got a gauntlet of trees.
Oh, yeah. And again, he had a super smooth landing.
Trying to beat a 48. Trying to beat a 48.
Yeah, I think he got probably the furthest.
I think so, too. He was flying into that. Hey, that's going to be
looking like Travis Skelton coming down that hill.
It is. 50.158. That is our new leader.
No, that's a second place time. Cooper Bentley with a 48 was our fastest, but we are going to go to a quick commercial, and when we come back, we'll give you guys that full rundown from Hill 1.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
And we're back.
Let's do a quick rundown from Hill 1 in the RCV Axle Unlimited class. That was Cooper Bentley with the fastest time with a 48.4, and then Clay Kaysen behind him with a 50.1. DC Thompson rounding out the top three with a 50.5. You can see where everybody else fell up there on our leaderboard. That does conclude the first half of our day of racing. We will be back at about 1:15. 2:15. We're on Eastern time now. This isn't right. About 2:15, 2:20 for round 2 with everybody. So you guys don't go too far. We'll see you back in just a few.
We'll see you guys.